One of my first tips I like to give is how quickly you need to get out at the state meet. This course is 300 feet wide at the starting line, but quickly becomes to a point where no more than 8 or 10 people can run at any given time. So getting out quickly is very key. Tip 2 in the first portion of the race is running a straight line towards that hill. A lot of times the parents will crowd that course on the one side and you end up running sort of a semicircle or banana and adding yards to your course. Next tip is when you get to that hill about a quarter mile into the race is you should be settled in at that point. You have already gone out hard for about 45 seconds and it's time to get to your paces. Additionally, a tip is to never charge the hills. Instead, you want even effort and then use the downhill after to make up any ground. Next, you disappear from view from the spectators for approximately half a mile. It is important that you stay in position and up where you belong because once you get back to the screaming parrots at the mile mark, the course very much narrows and there's not much room to be had. As you approach the mile, you'll hear the roar. You can see here in this beautiful picture that the lined fans will be standing there screaming your name, waiting for their picture. You need to keep yourself under control, make sure you don't charge the hill and spike your heart rate. Anyone who's ever run this course makes comments about the hills, but what they don't mention is the downhills that follow every uphill. You can see here it rolls along and you can take advantage of picking up some seconds if you use the downhills to your advantage. After those rolling hills, you take a right-hand turn into another space where there's no spectators. This is where the 2K mark is. You will disappear for approximately 3 to 4 minutes, go up another small little incline, and then head back to the finish line. This is that last small incline I was talking about now. You are approximately at the 1.5 mile mark, and everything else is all downhill. You're going to run through these woods, which weaves a little bit, so you need to run straight line tangents and run as straight as possible back to the finish line. When you get to this point, you're going to hear the roar and see the finish line, but it's a longer sustained kick. So you need to really start to ramp it up, but not go all out until you're here where you are around these posts and you can see that Jumbotron and you can hear your family screaming your name as you give it everything you've got to make them proud. Gets a little congested at the finish, so make sure you head back towards the Gulf Coast Runners tent.
All right, Jordan!
And hopefully later on, you'll be headed up to the podium awards.